Well, GM, G, to the M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Ham fam, Forge and Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back, and welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel, baby. Woo! I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, let me be the first to tell you here this morning that we got one hell of a show on tap for you here on this fantastic, oh no, fabulous, no. Oh, fantabulous Friday morning. It is January the 17th, 2025, and I hope you're ready to come alive because here on episode 649, we got more motivation, more inspiration, more good vibration, and high-level conversation coming your way over the course of the next hour to hour and a half or so than you're going to know what to do with, baby. But before we officially dive in, there's a couple things I must humbly ask of you. A favor or two I or we ask you to do. Maybe you could find it in that big old heart of yours to accomplish this morning. If you haven't already, you could take a quick moment to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Forge and Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on the YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell right down there as well, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. And if you are enjoying this morning's program on the tube of the U variety, you might as well hit that old like button to help that algo go and flow on the old platform here as well. But maybe you're watching on Rumble. Maybe that is your purveying viewing platform of pleasure. And if so, maybe hit a subscribe. Maybe turn on your notification bells. Maybe even smash a like button over there as well if you are enjoying this morning's program on Rumble. Or maybe you're enjoying this morning's program on a platform called X, where we find the truth. And you know, that is where a majority of our viewers come from. Shout out to all of you on X. And if you are tuned in, tapped in, locked in, live in prime time on X this morning, maybe you could take a quick moment to smash that heart. Smash that repost. Hell, even smash that quote post. Let the people know on the X timeline why you're tuned in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last but certainly not least, if you are listening or potentially watching to this podcast on your favorite podcast directory like Apple Music, Amazon, or even Spotify, maybe you could take a quick moment to give us a follow. Smash that 5-star rating, or honestly just smash the shit out of whatever button you currently see on your screen, because it only helps us continue to grow and flow on all those platforms as well. Nah, man. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings. Once again, tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time to episode 649 of Forge and Fuel that have already smashed all those buttons one time for the one time. But maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't shared this out. Maybe you haven't hit a like. Maybe you haven't subscribed or turned on a notification bell. And you might be saying, why the hell do I need to do that? What type of impact could I possibly have on getting this show out to the masses? Well, quite a lot, to be honest with you. But also, maybe you can just change your backyard. Maybe you don't have to change the world. And as this show makes you laugh, makes you cry, potentially makes you think this morning, maybe you could think about not being a hoe and sharing the show, being a friend, telling a friend, let somebody know as we proceed with this morning's program.
Be rude.
My friends, here we are, live in prime time. I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys. I think I said that. I can't remember if I said that. If I didn't, I just had to do a little reminder. And you've heard some sounds. So that must mean our guy is around. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Producer, Derek DZ Snow, DEEZYY, the lightweight slanging, iron pumping, bowling ball, bench pressing. He gets it done any way he needs to. If he's got to do burpees in his front yard, or if he's got to do jumping jacks in his basement, or if he's got to do pull-ups on a bar that goes from his kitchen into his living room, he gets it done. Why can't you? Speaking of he gets it done, there is a man also here with us that has a keen way of getting things done. A man who has quite a few things to get done this weekend. He has got some miles to put down, but one final trip for quite a while from this town. Woo! I'm a poet, and now you really know it. The vibes are on a million. The words are rolling off the tongue, and the vibes have just begun because I can only bring them to 50%. We need the remainder 100% to take this clean through your screen and pop off. Nah, man. So, my friends, please welcome in the forge to my fuel,
What?
The fire to my ice,
What?
The yin to my yang.
What?
He is the founder of the Grandpa Ape Country Club,
What?
the lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will.
What?
He is a professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog. Some songs in there are even his own. starting to branch off into a whole new direction that, boy, oh boy, we're pretty excited about around here. And if you ever might see his name at a club, you might want to slide on in and just open your ear holes wide and watch how magically your body starts to move and gyrate without you even being able to control it, saying, oh my gosh, I've never heard music like this. Is that guy a human iPod?
What?
A purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
A curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
The jet plane flying.
What?
Camry and McLaren driving.
What?
The Rolex rocking.
What?
Jesus Peace Day.
What?
The man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only.
What?
With an emphasis on the one.
What?
He's over there in that corner, weighing in as the heavy hitter, Mr. Turned Up himself. DJs Worldwide. Great morning, Swirly D. How are thee?
I'm amazing. I don't know if you could tell I was over there mocking you a little bit in the
You look
corner.
pretty hyped up, yeah.
I was pretty much like everything he was doing, I was doing. So I went like this.
I saw you. I saw you. Hey, we're synchronized. Synchronized vibes.
A little faster because I was trying to watch the motion. But you know, it's like one of those little talks and ticks that go like this, and then all of a sudden they're like,
hey, often imitated, never duplicated. Pal.
I'm just telling you right now, we're starting hype today. It is Friday. TGIF, thank the grandpa. It is Friday. That's right. You already know.
I got Fortune Fuel on today. My grandpa's shirt's dirty.
You know, I got a hard out about 8:30 today because I got to head off to that other. But I think my shirt is in.
Oh boy.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh boy.
But I got all kinds of things I'm waiting on right now that I need
boy.
to have. So yeah, whatever. However, that's not what we're here to talk about. Let me tell you something, my friends. If you wouldn't mind grabbing a little Fiji. Did you get it?
Or bacon.
Or bacon. Well, I got deuces. See, deuces. Look, this one's kind of cold. I'm not quite drinking it yet. This one's still warm, so I'm gonna let that one.
Well, I tell you what, sometimes those little suckers just don't do it for the kid. I get them down in about 3 gulps.
But you know what, though? If you had a twice as long one, you wouldn't drink the whole thing. It's really weird. So there you go. Yeah.
No, I seem to drink the whole one. I don't know.
I bet you do. I bet you take the whole thing.
Yeah.
I bet you take the whole thing, motherfucker.
That's what she said.
Screw you guys.
It's always pretty funny. I don't care who you are. Man, shout out to everybody that showed up this morning. Do me a favor if you wouldn't mind. Actually get in. Oh, yeah, here. I apologize, please.
Okay.
Right.
Good morning, Vietnam. Love it.
Bro, this coffee today was good. I did not fight with the coffee machine today at all either. It was ready to rock. I was ready to rock. I set it up last night. I took a little magnifying glass to that thing last night and said, okay, where did I go wrong? What part of it was mine? And why did this coffee pot explode? And I figured out exactly what I did. I put a little too many of those grounds inside that there filter. So today I was a little bit more measured. Measured. And it came out precisely. So see, what part of it is yours? Hey, you know what part of it could be yours right now? You could be the person that brings somebody new to this here family by just getting in this here, right? Getting that, just start and just going and finding out who has not paid attention to the show, who doesn't know about the show, who doesn't have any of these platforms that we're looking at. Maybe you just send them a link and say, hey, you got to subscribe to these guys. Check this out. I know they would appreciate it. There's something along the way that they're going to pick up. They're going to be like, damn, I'm so glad I joined this. I mean, we got people that are coming back from a long time ago. Shout out Scrappy Attitude. I saw you.
Hey, yo.
It's been a minute since I've seen you in the place. Hey. No shade, just been a minute. That's it.
Oh, black ass.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad I brought that up the other day because, see, now it makes sense.
Now it just
hits now, dude. You know, when the prodigal sons and daughters come back, we can use that to.
Now we got something.
Oh, you know what I mean? It's kind of. I gotta remember who you are.
Scrappy. I did the Scrappy.
It's been a while since they've been in this show, so there's that. All right, I'm gonna yield back. Because I know we got some laughs and things again. I got to get out of here later on today, head back to the loo so I can tidy up a couple different things and grab the and room back up here with it. So, you know, all that.
Hey-o. Love the sound of it. Love the way things are starting off. I love the vibes. Shout out Swirl One. Great to see you this morning. And no, if anyone is asking, I'm not blind. These are just blue light glasses because sometimes the old damn lights in the studio in the morning, whoo, they get to be a little bright. And you know, when you're looking at laptops all day and you're on your phone and all, sometimes your eyes just be, ow, ooh, ah. So this morning, decided to toss them on. So no, these are fake glasses. I'm not blind. I got 20/20. Unlike yesterday, some people don't have 20/20. Who say who's
A lot
no?
of people do.
Who say who's no? These are just blue light glasses because the damn it's a little bit brighter in here than usual, as Currency once said. Who's to say who's to know? And I didn't even drink last night. These damn blue light screens and shit are doing something to these eyes of mine. I believe it. Who say who's no? But we're here this morning to kick off this fine show. Had a little banter. Now it's time to really get things going. See, if you don't know, you won't know, but we begin a very specific way around town here at Forge and Fuel, baby. See, a great man once said, you got to laugh, you got to cry, and you got to think in order to have a full day. That man was Jim Valvano. Is that me? Yeah, that was me. That man was Jim Valvano.
Yeah. Was that me? No, bro, it was me with no ever any problems with my mic. That was me. Laugh, cry, think.
The first way we start is laughing. Well, without a little laughter, what would life be, right? If you can't just laugh at yourself for your shit messing up, for life being hard and things in between, life is easy even when it's hard, then what would life be? And you see, I got two vidges on here this morning, but those ain't the two vidges we're going to be watching.
Oh.
I woke up this morning, and I don't know, you probably never watched the Swirl One, but there was this show on the old Disney Channel when I was growing up called That's So Raven. And there would be these moments where she would have this reflection, this remembrance of what was going to happen, and it would zoom into her eye and go into her body, and she would have this whole flashback, and it would zoom out, and she'd be back in the present, and she'd tell everybody what was happening. I got out of bed and I had one of those moments this morning, but my moments were two funny videos that I watched. And I said, how did I forget those? So this morning, my friends, we begin with a young boy and his father learning the cycle of life and how things go. And we have to protect our land, son. But sometimes the protection doesn't go as planned. And you capture on film one of the greatest acting jobs of the century. Video number 1, D's. Hit us with it.
All right, stop there. Aim right between his eyes. Safety off. The other one. All right, stop there. Aim right between his eyes. Safety off. The other one.
Oh, let me go.
You're telling me
I would let him go after that. I'd be like,
bro,
okay,
I'd have
bro.
cut the little fella loose. I was, hey,
Yeah,
man,
right
that's the
there. I'd
actual
have been
job of
like,
the
you know
century.
what? This guy's going places somewhere else. I'm gonna let him out.
Hey, he's got a job in Hollywood or something. That
Yeah, I
guy's
don't
a
know what this
doggone
guy's
actor.
doing, but he's on furlough right now. I can tell.
I tell you what, you thought you were going to see a raccoon get domed in the middle of the show. No, he was just acting.
That was awesome.
Who's say who's not? Short hitter, quick hitter. Something you got to be paying attention to know what happened. But this next one, you see, I watched it, and it about put me out of bed 2 nights ago.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was one of them videos I watched right before I was wrapping up. You know, I like to find some funny things, give me a little chuckle before I end the day. I start the day with a laugh. I end the day with a laugh. It usually is a pretty good formula. And I found this here, and I waited and waited and waited, and the punchline hit, and boy, oh boy, I'm going to tell you what, this woman right here. Here this morning is a young woman to tell us why you might not want to be so kind anymore, because sometimes you just try to be kind and everything goes wrong. Roll video 2, D's.
I be dog. I can tell y'all what happened to me. I was at the church house yesterday, and it was hot. had the heater turned up and everybody was sweating and whatnot. And this lady in front of me, she stood up on a rest hem, and I noticed that her skirt was stuck in her crack. It was stuck right there, just a clutching the ice hole from sweat. And I thought, I'm going to help you out, lady. So I reached up her and I just pulled that skirt right out of her crack. And I kind of winked at her like that, like I got your back. And she popped me in the right eye. She did. And she turned around and we kept singing. And I thought, well, by doggy, I'm a little bit steamed. She didn't appreciate that. So I just decided, you know what? She didn't appreciate that. I'm going to put it right back where I bounced it. So I just reached up her and I pushed that skirt right back up in her crack where I found it in the first place. She popped me right there in the other eye. That's what happened. There's some people out there in this world that don't appreciate shit.
Did you read her shirt? Did you read her fucking shirt, bro? Did you read her shirt?
We couldn't look at
appreciate shit.
Oh my God.
And I kind of winked at her like I got your back. And she popped me in the right eye. She did. And she turned around. We kept singing. And I thought, well,
I didn't even notice the shirt.
She didn't appreciate that. So I just decided, you know what? She didn't appreciate that. I'm going to put it right back where I bounced it. So I just reached up her and I
oh my God, bro.
I pushed that skirt right back up in her crack where I found it in the first place. She popped me right there in the other eye.
I can't handle the eyes.
That's what happened. There's some people out there in this world that don't appreciate shit.
Bro. I'm lost right now.
Some people out in this world don't appreciate shit. Her southern accent too. Well, by doggy.
I put that thing right back where I found it.
Oh shit. I'm so glad I remember that this morning.
Even find a shirt like that, dude? I just gotta know.
I don't know, but well, if I see one, I'm copping it and I'm wearing it on the show. That's just fucking, that's electric. That woman probably caught the worst case of pink eye ever and said, how the fuck do I make this funny? That's what that didn't look like black eyes. That looked like pink eyes.
I look horrible is what it looked like.
That looked like pink eye. That didn't look like black eyes. So I think she's, how the fuck do I make this funny? And hey, that was some funny ass shit. So, whoo, all right. There's morning laughs.
You had to tell me at the end there, hey, what her shirt? I never looked at her shirt once.
I know, I didn't either. Until
you said that, I went back and went, what do you mean? She had a shirt on?
I bleached my stink wrinkle. Holy fuck.
Wow.
Woo! If that didn't get you an ab workout in the morning, I don't know what will. Holy shit. Who's say, who's no? Well, there you have it, friends. Right place. No, I'm reading the agenda. That's not even right. I had a whole other 2 laughs for this morning that were equally. These were definitely way funnier. So how about the acting job of the century when all you're trying to do is just be a little kind? But there you have the opening to the show, my friends. Episode 649 is officially underway. And now it is time to grab out those notebooks. I got me a fresh one here today. Just ripped it out. Woo! Nice little pen.
Bro, this thing's doing well. It's really doing its thing.
I
man.
like that. And see, I got this too. When I go out live in prime time on the streets and I need to, I even got tabs and everything on this joint. This thing's like $7 on Amazon. This bad boy right here, I'm about due for another one because I got papers and all types of. But when I'm out on the streets, I'll be bringing this bad boy. Who's to know? Be stopping at a stop sign and flipping that open right quick. Bam, back to it. Hey, I'm always on. Who's to say? Who's to know? But speaking of always on, here we are. Vibes on, energy on, perspective on. We're turned on. Whoa, shit. Pause. Fuck. Gosh, why does that always happen? Pause. Pause.
God,
well, this is going to be a fun show this morning, friends. Well, before I stick my foot any further down my throat, let me grab this bottle and take a few sips of water as we get into this transition and get into your first segment of the day. It is your...
I'm going to go get some coffee.
Sharpening Session. Ooh, okay, all right. Here we are, back live in prime time. Episode 649 of Forge and Fuel. For your first segment of the day, it is time for your Sharpening Session. And maybe you didn't read the title of the show. Maybe you didn't look at the thumbnail this morning. So I need to be the first to let you know what we're going to be talking about. Well, our opening topic of the morning, my friends, is something I believe everybody deals with, and I believe everybody needs to hear. Your opening topic of the day is, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my feet. I don't know which direction to go. I don't know what's up, down. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. You know, I had these thoughts sparked after having a few conversations over the last couple of days here. Excuse me. And the first one was on Wednesday night, once we got off of Decoding the Divide. And me and Deez were in the green room, and I'd made kind of a joke about it yesterday, but he was rip-roaring mad about football. He wasn't that mad, but it was just funny. We were going back and forth, and he was passionate. What the fuck? I don't understand it. This is bullshit. And we're going back and forth, whatever. And finally, he says something. What the fuck do I even do anymore? I don't even know what the fuck is real. What is life? What is real? What's the even point of me of being here? I don't even, do I even exist anymore? Does any of this even exist? What's the point? And it's easy to get like that when you start to get into the red pill rabbit holes and you see that this whole system has been created to keep you enslaved and entrapped, and you realize the majority of your life has been a lie. Those moments can happen. But then I followed up and I said, well, think about all the serendipity that's happening in our life. Take a step back. Look at all the good things. Look at all the doors that are opening and closing in our favor that we didn't even know about. We've just been walking down the hallway doing our job, and things are starting to happen for no reason in particular. How badass is that? I don't know what to do either, but wow, if we just keep moving forward, shit starts working out. And I go to the gym yesterday, as I always do. And there's a couple guys in there. One kid, actually, he's a sophomore in high school, might be tuning in. Shout out Igor. And I've been talking to him a little bit here and there. And he was coming in as I was going out, but we met in the locker room at the same time. I was getting all my stuff together, and he was changing up, getting ready to start his workout. And he said, oh, what you got going on today? I said, nothing, man. I got to roll back. I got to get my show scheduled up. I got a couple things I got to do. I got a meeting tonight, this and that. He's like, oh, what do you do? I said, well, I'm in networking. I own my own business. I said, oh, no shit. I said, yeah, man, but don't say it like that. Entrepreneurship ain't all that. It ain't all glitz and glam, baby. Ain't nobody wants to tell you about the pain and the trial and the tribulations. He said, oh, yeah, I definitely, I can feel that for sure. He said, man, you know, I just don't know what to do with my life. And I said, that's all right, man. That's all good. I know you are finding things out that the average 16, 17-year-old hasn't even thought about, my friend. I'll tell you something. I wasn't thinking this way at your age. And I'll tell you something even further. You are more wealthier than I. He looked at me. What? I said, you are more wealthier than I, my friend. You have a more valuable asset that I'm running out of that you still have much more than I do. I said, your time. You have time. You don't need to know what to do, brother. And I said, the more that you can understand compound interest, and the more that you can realize that making the right investments and making the right moves, whether it's compound interest in you, mentally, physically, financially, whatever it is, instead of going and trying to chase the quick quick get, the pop fast, trying to, the fast lane. I'm blanking on the word that I'm thinking right now. Whatever, get back to that. And I said, if you're going for the quick stuff, it's never going to matter. But when you start going for the longer stuff in life, the 20, 30, 40 years down the road, you start to see that vision. That's where it's going to matter. But here's the thing, dude. People get to 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and they still don't know this. People get to their deathbed, and then they finally figure it out. They finally figure it out that they had all this time and all this potential to do whatever they wanted to do, but they went for the quick things. They went for the instant gratification. That's what I was looking for. Instant gratification. Sometimes it just rolls when you just let it go. Instead of delaying that gratification and letting something fall into their lap later on and let it compound. I said, man, that's a crazy thought. What do you invest in? We started talking about a little Bitcoin, and we started talking about some real estate, and we started talking about land and different things and the FBTCs and various things I've called and what we do within the Diamond Hand fam and some of the astute people within it. It's like, holy shit, man. This is awesome. And I say, hey, let me give you a card. So handed him a card. Whoa, Presidente, he says. I said, hey, again, don't stop it. You never knew this before I told you this. I was just another random guy that could pick up some heavy shit and put it down, and we had a couple of good conversations. Don't put me on a pedestal. That's just a business card. That's just a title, my guy. I put my pants on my legs the same way you do every single morning, and I guarantee you I've been through the exact same things you've been through in life. And if you need a solid group of human beings, you want to get your mindset in the right spot before you even need to, you know where to find me, guy. And that was that. Well, as that conversation's going on, there's another guy, Vince, standing over there. And shout out Vince if you're tuning in this morning. And Vince, 72 years old. And Vince says to me, boy, it's great to listen to young men have conversations. I said, these conversations are far and few between. These are not normal conversations between young men. He said, oh, man, I love what you're saying about compound interest. I said, I talk about it every day. My mentor talks about it every day. It's one of the keys to life in any area aspect. It doesn't just have to be financial. And we started going down this rabbit hole. He said, you mentioned Bitcoin. I said, yeah. He said, I don't understand. I don't know what to do. I said, huh. I said, well, what don't you understand? He said, well, I don't really know. So I started to explain a little bit, and he said, okay, well, no, I get that. And it's like the new gold, and it's like this. I said, so you do know, you just got to ask the right person who knows a few more things and doesn't make you feel stupid. Well, yeah, I guess so. So we started going down the rabbit hole, talking about a little more here, there, and everywhere. And we ended up having a great conversation. A couple more guys got involved in the convo, and I'll put a pin in that. And that's how I'll finish. I'll be back to that. But through all these moments, and through sitting back and thinking, and, even conversations with Swirl and conversations I've had with Live Dog and, JK and really so many amazing human beings that are in my corner, I've realized that nobody knows shit. Nobody knows shit. Nobody knows what to do. Everyone is lost in their own way, whether they're having these red pill realizations and losing their fucking mind that, oh my gosh, the system's controlling me. Whether they're a young kid, I don't know what the fuck to do with my life. Whether they're my age, oh my gosh, I've wasted my life in corporate America. I got nothing to show for it. Now what the hell? I'm looking at 30. Holy shit. Whether somebody's 72, I don't know what to do with my life. Should I invest in these Bitcoins? I'm getting old. They're about to put me in the dirt. I'm closer to the grave than I am to birth. What the hell am I going to do? Nobody knows shit. But here's the difference between the 99 and the 1. Those who don't know shit and have the confidence to admit it are where the real super soldiers are built, is where the real change occurs, is where the real momentum starts. But you have to admit that you don't know shit. I don't know shit. We had a meeting last night and talked about some things that, a lot of people didn't know about, so they were asking questions, and I don't know a lot about it. I've never done it. I'm working with ChatGPT and asking questions about bouncing ideas off of a million people. I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel pulled to do it. I feel that I have to make these moves happen. I don't know why, but I have a hook in my mouth that just keeps yanking me closer and closer towards my ultimate boat of success, whatever that is. And I just keep following. So I'll leave you with this. Pull out the pin. We start having this convo, right? Before I know it, this guy Jimmy's involved. My guy Slava's involved. 2 other guys. And we're just bouncing in the locker room. All these guys just having this great convo. And usually this locker room is sulking and somber. And if you know the Chicagoland area, people suck. And it's the worst energy ever. And I realized, oh my gosh, if I turn up the energy even in the locker room, people want to talk. People want to know. People want to express themselves, but they're just afraid to say something. So the final point, be the light. Be the voice. When somebody says, I don't know what to do, say, I've been there. I can help you. Be the light. Be the voice. Be that person that helps somebody out of the dark hallway. Be the voice in the room that helps them get a little closer. I believe we all have no idea what we're doing. I believe firmly we ain't got a clue what's happening in this life. But I'll tell you what I do know is that you can keep showing up every single day. You can keep surrounding yourself with the right people, and you can keep putting one foot in front of the other in the present moment. Baby. Who's to say, who's to know? DJ Swirl One, what do you think about that opening topic to the show?
Shit, how do you know I don't know shit? Man, come on. You didn't put me in that list. I should have been in the list too, next to the 72-year-old man. Hey, Swirl doesn't know what the hell he's doing either. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm in the hallway, dude. I've been saying it over and over again. But
well, I give you your opportunity to say you don't know what you're doing. I didn't want to put you on blast. I figured you were going to talk.
We talked about having the big old idiot right across the front here and can't wipe it off. We know that.
I got it off this morning, baby. You can kind of see I was rubbing real hard.
You kind of see it, but it's still kind of.
Dude, I was rubbing real hard. Got it off. It's still kind of. You kind of see the remnants of it.
I'm telling you. And with that being said, I don't have it figured out. I never have. You know what? There's people that I have met, mentored me, and have coached me that don't know what the hell they're doing. The wonderful thing about that is, you know what? Like Capp said, nobody really knows what they're doing. You know, CEOs figure it out. I was listening to Elon Musk the other day, and he said, literally, you don't want my life and what I have to go through every single day. You don't want to be the entrepreneur that I have to deal with. All the worst problems in the world come to me. All of them. The ones that make the business in dire straits, the ones that put you in peril, those are the ones he's got to deal with. And those people out there just doing their jobs, if they screw something up, it doesn't mean the company goes under. That's what's different. That's what people don't understand, is that when you're dealing with anything, a lot of people don't know what they're doing. They're literally, like I put yesterday on my Instagram, they're making decisions and living with the action of whatever happens. They're just moving through life, making decisions based on the things that they have done and already experienced. And those things are creating wins for them as they go forward. You know, I've got a lot to do. And obviously, I told you guys yesterday, this morning I was heading out back to the loo. I have a lot to do, lots of things to do. In the next 2 weeks, my whole life has changed. Really, it will change. No two ways about it. By February 1st, everything will be different. It's already different, but everything will be different by then. And so I'm sitting here thinking about what do I got to do? How am I going to start? Where do I start? What do I do? And so I start making lists, and lists are a big deal. And lists don't always get achieved. You don't always click everything off the list. You ever made a grocery list and you go to the grocery store and somehow you just forgot something? I even put it on the list. Or you made the list and then you get there like, oh, I forgot to put that on the list. So the list just kind of gets you in the mode of being in that, mindset of being able to figure out what you're trying to do. If you're shopping, if you're moving something, if you're doing a new project and you're building something, you have to have a list on what you need to do first, second, third, or fourth. So lists will help you, but sometimes when you write down your list, it doesn't help you know what's next. It just helps you know what the next step is. And that's what you have to understand, is you need to figure out what your next step is, and don't worry about what's next in your life, what's next down the road, what's the goal that's going to come to you. All you can really do is really be efficient with the time that you have. That's what people don't understand. when you're under the gun and you're under the pressure of getting things done, when you have a time to get it done, wash the dishes while you're washing the dishes. Literally do that right. And I'm saying proverbially wash the dishes, but if there's a project or something you need to get done, set time aside for it and then get into that, all the way into that. So that way you can handle all of it, make it all done, get it right. And then you can put that behind you and scratch it off the list. Once that's off the list, then you can go and see what's next. You didn't get to the goal. You didn't get to where you wanted to be, but you're moving along. You're clearing off those things. So being efficient anytime is really what it is. Be here now while you're doing those things. I'm in the hallway right now, and I've been saying it, and Capp talked about it too. He's in the hallway. DZ obviously was just laughing about, the whole football thing the other night. And so there's a lot of people out there. I think we're all living in a hallway at one point. We might even have 1 foot in the hallway and 1 foot in a room for whatever reason. And while I'm in the hallway, one of the things that I've been doing, I was talking to somebody, texting them the other day, and they just said, keep your head up. And I'm like, what do you mean? My head's always up. I always look forward. I don't ever look down. It's very important to understand that as you move forward, some of the things that you do are based on the habits you have, and the 4 or 5 things that I do can continually keep me going. So I've just been doing, if that makes sense. If you can follow me, I've just been doing. I'm taking care of all the things I need to be taken care of on a daily basis. Yes, things fall between the cracks, and I don't have time for everything, but I don't have time for a lot of things right now. But at the same time, I'm trying to give equal attention to the things that I possibly can. I know that momentum is everything. So every time I drop something, I have to pick that right back up, because if I let it sit by the wayside, all the things that are happening in front of me will take part of that list, and that thing that I had will move all the way down, and it'll be the thing that I miss off my grocery list when I leave. But it all starts with action, daily action. When I get up and I think, hey, I don't want to, well, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do it. I've been having a hard time with my internet this place. I cannot get this computer to get internet to save my life. So every day I've been hotspotting this program. Well, it takes me an extra few minutes to get everything done. Well, now that I know that, I'm going to bed extra early. Just why? I need to do the next step, the next action that's going to help my day the next day. Everything that I have to do today is already assembled. It's all right here. Literally, I'm ready to do everything. I'm 100%. My list has been checked off up until this point. So going back to what you were saying inside of the locker room, a lot of those people listened to you not because you were the smartest person in there, and not because of the fact that you were saying mind-blowing or groundbreaking things, but what they were paying attention to was someone with direction. And that's what you don't understand about most people in their life. They have no direction. They just go and be directed by their boss, their wife, their kids, or whatever it is. And they're just moving in every direction everybody tells them to do, where it tells them to go, right? You have, and I, and a lot of the Diamond Hand fam, actually, we don't need to see where the destination is or where the goal is. We just do. We just take that next step, like the horse. Hey, can you see the next step? Yes, I just take it. So I don't question the destination. I don't question what's coming or what the goal is. I just know that if I continue with this forward momentum and I continue with this compounding interest, that I don't need to worry about where I'm going, because I have direction. And people who have direction, people like to follow, because they go, wait a minute, this guy must know where he's going. You might not know where you're going, but you know what? You sure look like you do. So they start following you. All right, that's cool. I like that. Okay. And along the way, you start grabbing a few more. Remember the Forrest Gump? Hey, shout out to the socks, where he's running, and all of a sudden a bunch of people just start running. They don't even know why he's running. They're just running. You know why? Because he looked like he had direction.
I was running.
That's right. So here's what I'll say. While you're in the hallway and while you don't know what to do, you know what's right, what's wrong. You know what's serving you and what's not serving you. That's for sure. There's no two ways about it. And if things are starting to serve you in a right way, and you're feeling good about your life, and you've got those great days where things are starting to compound and you're feeling the fruits of your labor, you have to keep going. That is your path. Now, if it's not serving you, and you can tell that all of a sudden, hey, the people around you aren't doing what you're needing to do, they're not supporting you the right way, or maybe yourself isn't supporting yourself the right way, that's when it's time to change paths or look for someone with direction so they can help mentor you and lead you. And maybe they won't lead you to the promised land, because Moses never made it to the promised land, but he did lead people to the gates, and they were able to make a fruitful life from there. So you have to understand, people will take you as far as they possibly can with the direction they have until you find your own direction. And when you find your path, stay on it.
Well, hot damn, Swirl One. Mama says these my magic shows. Take me anywhere. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. I'm sorry, Lieutenant Dan. She tasted like cigarettes. Dude, I got a page full of notes over here already. You're blowing my mind with just the other side of the coin of where I went, man, and filling in the blanks. Just the lists. They get you in the mode. You can hear them. I can't hold them all up. I got 50 fucking lists over here right now. I don't ever check anything off of those lists. And when you were saying that, I just realized, oh my gosh, it just gets me in the intention. It just allows me to get it out of my brain and on a page. And if I come to it, I come to it. Or if it turns into something else, it turns into something else. Or if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. But don't stress out. At least it's on paper. And it's not just rolling around in my brain. And I keep coming to moments throughout my day. Oh, that was that thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to think about that. Oh, I sometimes, no, forget it. Paper, done, gone. I'm in the mode. Wow, that was some great stuff. I don't look down. I never look down. I am unbeatable. You cannot defeat me because I just do. I just show up. I just go. No one can stop me. No one can tell me no. No one can tell me anything any different. And that's between you and you. That's a mindset thing. That's a waking up with a different type of drive and passion and purpose and direction behind everything you're doing. Even if you don't know where the fuck you're at, you can't see anything in the hallway. There's no lights. There's no nothing. You can feel in the walls. There's no knobs for doors. You know one thing. You know what's right and what's wrong. And you know what's backward and what's forward. So just keep walking forward. Just keep moving. Man, while you're in the hallway, you know what's right, you know what's wrong. And don't question the destination. Forget the destination. That's just so powerful. Everybody just, that samurai quote, if you have one eye on the destination, then you only have one eye fixed on your way. Man. How about let's get some 2020 on the path, on this step right in front of us, one at a damn time. And I think that direction too, that's just passion and drive and fire and energy, and people can see that. And you know, I said this to you after the show yesterday when you kind of referenced something. I said, yeah, there may be only 5, 6, 10 ways you can talk about success and changing your mindset, but ain't a couple of motherfuckers out there doing it like us. It takes something special to do it this way, to edutain, to make you laugh, make you cry, make you think, attack these topics in a way. Nobody's talking about that hallway. When you're in the hallway, you know what's right and wrong, and you know what's back and forward. Something that simple to help you keep going forward. Life is easy even when it's hard. You just got all these popular guys telling you how much you're a bitch, you're a punk, you can't do anything, stay hard, pussy, go tie up your shoes. Yeah, that's okay. It's decent. It's good. Sometimes we get hot like that in here, but why not give you shit you can understand and make you feel good about life and make you want to go do the exact things because we're leading by example. I love what you said, Swirl One. People want to follow people with drive. They think they know what's going on. Hey, if you're following me because you think I know what the fuck I was going on and I figured out life, you better stop following me now. You better just start following me because of change and things happen and random stuff seems to go good around here because I don't know fuck all, Swirl One.
I don't either. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know either. I don't know what's to come from all this. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why all this changed. I'm still trying to figure it out. But you know what I'm doing is I'm not putting my head in, oh my God, why did this happen to me? I'm putting this whole energy into, well, this is happening to me, right? Stay neutral. This is happening to me. Let me find what it is I'm trying to do. Let me put energy into making sure this is welcoming. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing. And you know, what's interesting last night and total different things. So I was looking for some resources. I got to do a lot of things this weekend. It's going to cost me a lot of money just to do a lot of things this weekend. A lot. I mean, let's just put it there. Today's going to be an expensive day. Right? Expensive. And so I was sitting there and I was obviously going through my budgets and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, well, I was prepared to move certain things in order to create what I need because I don't keep money in the bank. I'm not like other, I'm not the 99%ers out there. If it's in the bank, it's losing money. I always have everything invested. So I already earmarked certain things that I could pull back and I would be able to utilize those resources for something else. And I've been waiting on some things that I don't know what happened to them. And I stopped asking for them. just whatever. There's certain times you just can't concern yourself with things that people say they're going to do or things are supposed to happen. And you just don't worry about it. So you just try to make sure it's handled. Handle the 4 or 5 things that way you don't have to worry about everybody else. Okay. So last night I'm doing that. I'm moving everything I need to move, and I move something over and I'm like, okay, good. We're good. I'm ready for tomorrow. Last night I was completely ready. And then I go in there and I check my accounts to make sure everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I look, I'm like, what? Hold on. 1 times 1 is not 1. 0 times 1 is not 0. Wow, the math isn't mathing right now. Hold on, what's going on? I had way more resources than usual because something that was owed to me was paid without my knowledge. Again, don't question the destination. Just do, and great things happen when you need them. Now, if I would have gotten this 2 or 3 weeks ago, who knows if I'd still have it now, or what I'd done with it or something else. But this happened at the right time. I wasn't in any dire straits, but all it does is tell me that I'm on the right path and I was thinking the right way. So don't worry about where the goal or destination, just have some direction, have a plan that is foolproof. So no matter what happens to anybody else or who's on that path or who's moving that way, if they don't go your way or it doesn't go your way, you still have a plan and you can execute it without anybody else's help.
Yeah, man. Glad I chose this topic here this morning. I thought this was gonna be a little trigger tripper for sure. Definitely been spitting a little fire flame each. Shout out to everybody tuned in, tapped in, locked in live at prime time. I guess my final thought, I just think about the meeting last night and everything we're talking about, and just how fired up everybody is for the future, and now the opportunity to start getting a little bit of payback for being members of the Diamond Hand fam, start to put a little bit of money back in their pockets and being able to make some move and do some different things and, come together as a community and realize, hey, we got this, but you also have your portion of this. So if anything, you got to make your own, you can make your own moves. Exactly what you like a community bank. JK said it so perfect. He said, this is almost like a community bank, huh? Who's to say, who's to know, bro? Who's to say, who's to know? So great things coming on the horizon. Shout out to you, partner in crime. Wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. Shout out to you, Mr. Producer. Still crushing the game every single damn day, whatever show we're on. And, man, this guy don't be talking about it enough. He had solos yesterday. He's teaching classes yesterday. He's helping out at the gym left, right, and center. This dude's moving and grooving and leveling up, and he don't talk about it at all. He just makes it happen. And everybody's like, oh, well, you should do this. You should do this. It could help your business. It could make this happen. This dude's now all of a sudden talking to people and shaking hands and bumping elbows and giving out business cards. I'm like, look at this fucking guy. I mean, what the hell happened to this guy? I mean, come on, one time for the one time.
Hey, if you don't care about your business, nobody else will.
Shout out DEEZYY. I'm telling you what, and that was, that's a great point, man. As I was thinking and I'm handing those business cards out yesterday, I'm hesitant to do that sometime because I don't want guys like Igor that I've just been a normal guy and we've had great conversations. Oh, Mr. President. Well, hey, it's a title, dog. Don't look at me like that. How we talk about it all the time. People want to know what you do to see how much respect they should give you. Oh, I'm in networking. I'm my own business. That sounds like bullshit. What networking? What? Yeah, man, I just help people get on the consistent, persistent pursuit of pioneering their passions. Huh? What does that even mean? Nobody knows how to judge that. That's just some random. Hey, I got a couple podcasts to do a couple of this. I like to invest. I like to buy into compound interest. I've seen it grow in my life and other people's lives. And if you want to be a part of that, slide on through. It's pretty doggone simple, man. But I hesitate sometimes, and I know I shouldn't, and I know I got to be more out there. I'm handing out the cards. Here's what we do, but I don't want to be seen as this big president and all. Yeah. It reminds me of the quote: "Those who do not desire power are fit to hold it." That's my final thoughts for your first segment of the day. How about we get into that second segment of the day, Swirl One? I got some good clips here today. I'm gonna tell you what. I got some different ones. I got some ones that are just all over the map today. So, without any further hesitation or delay, hope you got a good page of notes, maybe 2 pages of notes, because I got a page of notes off of Swirl One, and Swirl One got a page of notes off of me, so maybe you got 2 pages of notes. So who's to say, who's to know? Your brain might just be absolutely growing so much in size, it might be oozing out of your ears right now, and we are very sorry if so. Actually, no, we're not sorry. Your brain's getting bigger by the moment, and more growing is left to go as we get on the proverbial showboat and surf through the waves of perspective as we get into your second segment of the day. It is your Reaction Refinery. Man, if that just doesn't make you bounce your shoulders, just
Hey, notice that I have fixed the lighting over here. Can you see how
it is nice. It's even. What'd you do? You put down some blinds or what's going on?
I put down the shade a little bit because if not right now, I'd be whitewashed out. That sun comes through that. I'm telling you. So that is taking, a little bit of what you've done. Hey, well, part of this is mine. Let me fix that. And there it is. But I fixed it.
I like that. I like the way you think. And if you guys would like to hear the full version of that song, that is our transitions, you can simply go. You can simply go to SoundCloud. That is at Chill Figure Music, ChillFiger, and that is called Stratonites. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. Hold on, that's the best drop on the planet. It's so gas. Hold on.
Think you're a fucking worthless loser. Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
That's nasty. That's fucking
I've heard
nasty.
that song before.
Yeah. Yeah, little Stratonites. I might play it out there. Who's say who's no? Who's say who's no? Shout out my boy. Well, he no longer goes by he no longer goes by Chill Figure. He goes by Sebastian Luck. My boy Seabass. Shout out LUC if you want to find him on SoundCloud, baby. Got to shout out my boys at A-Class Entertainment, Nico and Seabass. Those boys gave me some tracks. All the songs you've ever heard from my beginning in sports gambling all the way to this show right here to Decoding the Divide, everything is their music. So anything I've ever done is that, well, besides DJ Swirl One and the intro to this song or the intro to this show, that's Coffee with Light Cream and Sugar. Other than that, it's all Nico and Seabass. So shout out to those boys, helping us keep the show going and flowing. Speaking of going and flowing, here we are on your second segment of the day, your Reaction Refinery. And we got 4 clips coming your way this morning. And clip number 1 is something that I have been doing quite often. And it has been working damn good for me. I came across it about a month ago, I want to say. And then I saw somebody post it on X. And I said, I knew I should have brought that to the show. And I said, oh, wait a minute. We still got plenty more shows to go. Let me just bring it to the show tomorrow. This is perfect. So, Dr. Robin Hanley Defoe is here this morning to share with us a big secret. A secret of some of the elites, athletes, and the biggest celebrities you've ever seen in all your days. Some perspective on birthday cake breathing.
Your attention to is a practice called birthday cake breathing. It's one of the quickest ways to regulate your nervous system. You're literally like 5 seconds away from regulating your nervous system. And all you need to do is this. In your mind's eye, whenever you need to, just imagine a birthday cake. Just take a deep breath in and just imagine your birthday candles being extinguished. Resets the nervous system every time. If you notice, high performers like athletes do this all the time. Before they do that thing, they just take that moment. And why it works with the image in your mind's eye of a birthday cake is it quiets all the mental chatter. And then that breath work sends a cue up your polyvagal nerve that says, you are safe, you are okay. And as soon as our brain registers that we are okay, it lays down its arms. All of a sudden, our soothing system will start to...
I do that every time I'm about to do some squats, bro. And then I put the bar up there and I'm like, I'm not going to die. And I do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hate squats, bro. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind doing legs, but squats, just, I can't stand them. I'm still hurting from 2 days ago. Let me just say that.
Hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That means you hit legs.
Oh, I busted my ass. I'm telling you, I did not slack a minute. But I love what she's saying. And you can see it, everybody out there, that whether it's a boxer, you can see him after he's had a tough round. He's in the corner. He's like, right? Everybody does that. I think in life, you have to take your time and stop and reset everything all the time throughout the day. If you feel overwhelmed, even if you're feeling too excited or Definitely before you go and do a speech. I always, right before I go do speech, I'm like, then I just do it because there's something about, and even right there, I just felt calm. It is great to have breathing exercises as you're starting to do anything there is in this world. And I think as you move forward, one of the things about breathing is it will help your brain find out what to do next, or it'll help your brain to understand what you're trying to do, and it'll compile all of those thoughts into the right spots. So when you don't know what to do, sometimes just take a breath and let the list of your brain kind of just come back to you. And the thing you're doing, the thing you're trying to accomplish, the game you're trying to win will start becoming more focused.
Yeah. I like this birthday cake breathing. I like the mental image, having that mental image, and every. But it almost doesn't have the same effect. You get that mental image behind it. If you just try it, and if you tried it while it was happening on the show, you probably felt it. You can literally remove the butterflies in your stomach just by doing that, right? I get anxious, and it's not anxiety, it's excitement. I get butterflies in my stomach when we hit the live button every single day. Every show, every speech I've ever done, anything. But where most people get it wrong is they think that's anxiety, and then their palms get sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy, mom spaghetti, vomit on her sweater already. They don't know what the hell to even say on the damn stage, and they start don't know exactly what I should be saying. So I'm gonna say 15 every 5 seconds so you can oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. No, forget that.
Bruh.
Take a moment, slow down, blow out those candles. And I do that exact thing before we start this show every single day. The last 10 seconds on that countdown, I hit it. I don't know what I'm doing on this show. I don't know what direction it's going to go. I don't sit down for 5 hours and plan this whole thing out and say, we just come live and make the thing happen. And that's the beauty of birthday cake breathing. Come to the present moment and watch the beauty unfold. Who's to say, who's to know? Your second clip of the day, my friends. Shout out to the first clip, Dr. Robin Hanley Defoe. We might have to look up some more clips of her. I feel like she's got some pretty good information. Who's to say, who's to know? There was her at there on the screen as well. Dr._H, I don't know, it was on the screen. Rewind, pause it if you want to follow her. Second clip of the day, my friends, comes from a man that I have recently been getting a lot of information from. And he's been blowing my mind left, right, and center. And he is not so much of a motivational or inspirational speaker, if you will. He's not necessarily a red pill yahoo, although I do get a shitload of red pill information from him. He goes by the name of Angel Dust, and he is a 7th generation member of the Illuminati. And you might say, oh, Cap, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? You can go look him up and go through his Instagram. It is some of the craziest shit you've ever seen in all your days. Now, he does wear a mask, as they all are required to wear a mask. This is legit, official, real deal, holy. This is crazy shit. I can't believe that and I got from him, you can talk about the players, or you can talk about the game. You can't talk about the players. And that's why he's able to do this. It's bananas. So this morning, he's here to give us some perspective. I'm prefacing it that what you're about to see is kind of crazy, all right? It's kind of crazy, but just listen to what he's saying. My friends, Angel Dust here this morning to give us some perspective on manifestation.
Everybody, it's Angel Dust. Today we're talking about manifestation. If you're Illuminati, you're rich, and you know about manifestation. Witches call it spells, Christians call it prayer, spiritualists call it manifestation, atheists call it the placebo effect, scientists call it quantum physics. Everybody's arguing over its name. No one is denying its existence. Step 1, intention. I do this every year at Christmas. I grab an ornament that represents something I want. In this case, it was a globe because I wanted to go viral. I literally circled all the places I wanted to go viral, and I dated it 2024. You don't have to wait till Christmas. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Find a place in your house that you see every day with things that inspire you and move you. You're going to treat it as if it's already happened. You're going to believe that it's already happened. You're going to do it with the intention of good. You never do this with the intention of evil. It will backfire on you. If you're Muslim, do it in the name of Allah. If you're Christian, do it in the name of Jesus Christ. It does not matter. I do it in the name of my father. He was my hero, and he taught me this. I'm coming out of the downstairs bathroom. I look, I remember this thing, and what do? I say, That's coming for me. Wait, it's already here. I'm doing a mindful meditation in the morning. I'm being grateful for the things I have. I am grateful for the thing that is coming. Works every time. This year I hung it up on my Christmas tree at Christmas Eve. I went viral. That post now has 3.5 million views. Y'all were asking about manifestation. That is it in a nutshell. If you want to get deeper, add yourself to my live stream. It's in my bio. Stay safe, shine on.
So I know, crazy looking video, crazy looking guy, but how about his perspective on manifestation, huh?
It's not the messenger, it's the message, bro. I say it all the time. You all the time you hear messages from, I mean, people hate DJT, but he got some great messages at times. You know, you have to understand that what this guy is saying is 100% of what we talk about all the time. If you can't be if you can't be positive, don't be negative about it. Be neutral. Respect that it's already happened. Understand that everything is frequency, and as long as you're vibrating on the level of whatever it is you're trying to achieve, that thing will come to you like nobody's business. It'll come to you so fast that, and I'm proof positive. My friends, what he talks about with that globe, I've done and seen. I've put things in front of me where they were my password for years. They were all these things, and all of a sudden, boom, there it was right in front of me. And I didn't see it coming, and it wasn't, you know, when I first put it up there, I was kind of laughing at myself. Oh, this is stupid, Capp. You've heard Capp say it. This is stupid. This is dumb. I can't believe I'm doing this. But you know what? You might be feeding the fish you don't have in order to get the fish that you want. And that's what's the difference. People don't understand that about this is everything you want exists on a plane that you aren't ready for until you get to that vibration, you get to that frequency, and you put yourself in the level that needs to be in order to create that. It is definitely not easy to make things that come out of your mind just become real. But I guarantee you this show is proof positive of that. The fact that I'm in Chicago is proof positive of that. The fact that I'm still out here doing what I've been doing for the past who knows how many years is proof positive of that. It's all manifestation. Think positive. And if you can't think positive, don't think negative. At least be neutral about it, but give yourself some direction.
Damn straight. It all ties together. Man, feeding the fish you don't have to get to the fish you want. Using my fucking story to give me perspective, you asshole. Holy shit. Holy shit. That just blew my fucking mind. Holy cow. Man, it's not that it's coming to me. It's already here. It already exists. That's why I say it's just existent on a different frequency. You just haven't leveled up to the frequency. You got to remove the bullshit. I don't know means I don't know what to do, but what do I need to work on? What do I need to get better? What am I fucking up? What areas do I need to adjust in order to raise my frequency to get to that thing that I ultimately want? And frequency is generated by what you frequently see. So what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are you surrounding yourself? And what are you visualizing? Because if you're doing all those 5 things in correlation with the 4 or 5 things, boy, oh boy, fireworks start happening and shit like this happens. Things that are coming in the future for the Diamond Hand fam start to happen. Things that you guys don't even know about that we haven't even talked about yet start to happen. Who's to say, who's to know? But I'm telling you what, this manifestation thing is real deal. Everybody argues about it. Wow, it's this, it could be this. I'm a scientist. I'm a Christian. I'm an atheist. I don't care what you want to call it. It works. Your third clip of the day, my friends, is another fire flame clip. This one here is just a reel with some images, flashing videos, and some nice words going across your screen. There is a narration, so you don't have to read. Don't worry about that. But here this morning, we're going to watch this reel and gain a little perspective on why our brain is always searching for proof.
According to psychology, your mind is always searching for proof of what you believe. If you tell yourself that things are always going wrong, your brain will focus on every setback, every small inconvenience, and use them as evidence to confirm that narrative. It's not that life is objectively worse, it's that your brain is doing its job, seeking to reinforce the story you've chosen to tell. But here's the key, it works the other way too. If you start asking yourself, how can things get better? Or what good is happening in my life? your brain will begin to look for those answers. It will seek out the small victories, the moments of growth, and the opportunities for change, gradually shifting your perception toward hope and possibility. This is confirmation bias at work, but it doesn't have to be negative. Your mind is simply doing what it's wired to do. Find evidence that supports the reality you believe in. So, be mindful of the story you're writing. The narrative you create shapes the lens through which you see your life. Be intentional about how you frame your experiences, because what you tell yourself today will be the world you see tomorrow.
Whether you're wrong or right, whether you think you can or you can't, you're always going to find that your brain's going to back that up. I promise you. If you think it's a bad day, you're probably going to have a bad day. If you're literally going through life going, woe is me, well, woe is you. I guarantee you, none of us know how to do what we're doing. None of us know what we're doing. But the ones that win get up every day and say, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to figure it out. I don't know what today brings, but I'm going to have a great day. Today's a great day to have a great day. How you feeling? I feel amazing. You know why? Because they get their brain to understand that no matter what happens, we're safe, we're good, we're 100% on path. That's what people with direction do. They give their brain the positive food. It's really what it is. It's the positive food for it to eat. So as it's eating clean, you're thinking cleaner, you're thinking clearer, you're doing all the things that need to happen to create the wins that you can only see. That's the difference. You always look at those people, man, and they're woe is me and thanks for noticing me and all that. And you just wonder, how can they not get out of that funk? It's because of that. The confirmation bias is real. Everything they think is negative, and 100% of that time they think negative. So their life is negative. You ever look at anybody out there who's got something going for them? There's some spunk in their step. There's a little pep in there. There's a little smiles, a little shine, there's a little aura, a little something. You know why? Because they feed their brain great food. And that food comes back out in great thoughts, great actions, great deeds, and a great life.
I read from this book a couple of weeks back, but your belief must be greater than all of the negativity and doubt in your mind. Positive fish find more food. Positive fish find more food.
Yes, they do.
If you want a hell of a book, I got to share this in the gateway. I just got to post this picture because I don't have the book anymore. It was gifted to me. It's called The Shark and the Goldfish, Positive Ways to Thrive During Waves of Change by John Gordon. And it was given to me by a mentor I had at the time. I'm not as close with him as I was, but I still talk with him from time to time. And, you know, I was really, really, really struggling with the positive mindset and negativity and just all the bullshit and nonsense, and struggling with the promotion at work. And I kept hitting a brick wall, and I was just negative as fuck. And I would just come in knuckles dragging, pissed off at the world, hated life, hated everything. But my boy Brent, we still connected. And he saw that I had drive. He saw that I had passion. He saw that I had fire. But it had just kind of been extinguished because of corporate America. And one day he handed me that book and he said, hey, take an early lunch. Go read that. All right. I started reading this fucking book and I'm thinking, whoa, what the hell is this? Like shark, a goldfish? And, you know, it took me a little while to grasp the concept and really start to become the positive version of myself that I am. And when I read that on the show, I actually sent a text to him and I said, hey, man, I just want to appreciate you for believing in me then. It's gotten me to where I'm at now. It has allowed me to be the man that I am now. And it might have taken me 4 more years to really understand this whole mindset you were trying to tell me back then, but I got it now. And I just appreciate you. And he said, man, I've been seeing, don't worry. I know you're out there. I know you're getting it. Keep crushing it. And I just, oh, well, shit. Okay. Hey. And he said something that just got me. He said, man, I always knew you were meant for more. You weren't meant for this corporate America and all this bullshit. I knew you were meant for more. Keep going. Yes, sir. Aye, Commandant. You got it. No problem. Who's to say, who's to know? Pick up that book. That's a gas book. Made a lot of change in my life. But your fourth and final clip of the day, my friends, comes from a man who we have featured on this show quite a few times in many different versions of himself. How is that possible? Because he had such long and lengthy career. You can see him on stages. You could see him in his office. You could see him now on Instagram and various social medias. He is the one and only Bob Proctor. And here this morning, old Bobby boy, here to give us some perspective on the past, present, and future.
You don't know how much future you've got, but what's gone is gone. It's in the past. And to spend your time focusing on the past is to spend the only thing that you've got, and that's what's right here, right now, because the sand never stops running. This is all we've got. And to spend your time now thinking of what happened there is making absolute certain that the future is going to be the same as the past. All you got is now. You're going to program your subconscious mind to put your body in a totally relaxed vibration, because you're going to find that your head is aching because of the things that you're not letting go of. And it's causing tension, and it's causing an abnormal state of vibration of the cells in the brain, which causes the blood to rush to the head. And as you put yourself in a totally relaxed state, you'll soon become programmed to relax.
I talk about it all the time. You only have today. I say it over and over and over again. I really believe that. I wouldn't say it to you guys. I know I'm not going to live forever. I know it. I'm sorry. But when people ask, why are you so excited? You know what I tell them? Well, because I might die tomorrow. And they're like, what a morbid thought. I'm like, what do you mean, what a morbid thought? That's the best thought I could think, because I'm not fucking wasting today. I'm going to live today. I'm going to breathe today. I'm going to do everything I can to kick some ass today, because I don't want to go to the pearly gates tomorrow and be like, hey, I was wasted yesterday. I didn't think today was going to happen. Here we are. No. You only have today. I love what he said when he pointed at that right there where that sand was coming down. That's what I keep talking about, is that right there. That's the only thing that matters. What are you letting through that point? It's a pinch point. Do you see that? What can fit through there? Is all that sand up there being able to fit through there? No, that's the problems of the world trying to fit through your shit. But if you're taking care of the 4 or 5 things, the only things that fit through there is the 4 or 5 things. And if you're compounding those 4 or 5 things on the bottom, you're building a foundation of solid, winning, positive thoughts, positive life, positive deeds. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow never comes. It's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. I guarantee it. Take care of today. So if you happen to make it tomorrow, you're in a better place than you were yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I love him pointing at the middle of the hourglass. Try looking at an hourglass any differently now. that mental image was just so powerful. I got to bring that to the show for sure. And I started thinking when you were talking about, that pinch point, the choke point, right? Oh, Matt, one moment at a time. How much bullshit can you fit into this little circle? How much bullshit can you fit in right into there? And I got another note card that hangs out right in the middle of my living room for everyone to see. And it's a Mac Miller line. It's a lyric. Obviously, how much I fucking love Mac. It literally says, my room for bullshit. And it is a picture. It's a circle, and it's about the size of a child's hands. And I got it from my room for bullshit in the crib, small as a child's hands. And it's a arrow from my room for bullshit, arrow down to this circle. And it's big, bold letters, and it hangs right in the middle of my living room for everyone to see. Don't come into this house with bullshit. Don't come into this house with nonsense. Don't come into this house flying all, No, this is a place of sanctuary. This is a place where we live one moment at a time. We don't worry about the past. We don't discuss what the craziness might be in the future. We're happy right now. Who's to say, who's to know? Just some thoughts for your second segment of the show. There's your 4 clips of the day. Shout out to Bob Proctor, Brain Searching for Proof, Angel Dust, and Dr. Robin Hanley Defoe. Willem Dafoe. What is that from? Willem Dafoe. What the fuck is that from? That was some viral clip for the longest time ago. That is in my head for Willem Dafoe. Why is that in my fucking head? I'm going to think about where that's from. That's from somewhere. Who's say, who's no? But my friends, your third and final clip of the day, or third and final segment of the day, is now on tap. It's time to get to steaming, my friends, into your answers from the Anvil. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are for your final segment of the day. Answers from the Anvil, where we connect with you, the live viewer. Whether you got perspective or questions or something in between, you can drop it in the live chat, and we'll pop it up here on the screen. DEEZY, shift us up, my guy. Who we got out there today? What type of perspective? GM says Mr. Damascus Oglesby. Shout out to you, Jeff. Great to see you in the chat, as per usual. Delta 24 and Donnie live in the building. GM peeps. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you and Donnie. We made it to Friday. Appreciate you being in the chat as always. Kim Jones, Mama Cap, that title. You know how many times I've felt this way. I'm sure you two will enlighten my perspective. I appreciate the time you spend helping us start our day. Our pleasure, Mama Cap. Hope we gave you that perspective you needed to help you get through the I don't know times and the I don't want to times. Chris Oswald, great morning, everyone. Have a spectacular Friday. You have a spectacular Friday yourself, good sir. Appreciate you popping in, being live in prime time in the chat. Mrs. Meadow with her usual daily reminder. Great morning. Today's reminder, the things you choose not to change are the things you're choosing to accept. Make those choices wisely so you can continue to blossom into the legend you're to become. Great perspective. Love that quote. Shout out Mrs. Meadow. We appreciate you. Who else we got out there, D's? Oh, there's the queen herself. Roll out the red carpet. Great morning, super soldiers. Only way to start your day. F&F. Blessings to all. Blessings right back to you, GP. Shout out to you closing us out last night with the DHMG prayer, as always. Jared Albright live in the building. Jared Albright's fired up about the future of DHMG and GACC. Thank Grandpa it's Friday. What a week. Life is good. Stay blessed, everyone. All that and more right back your way, Mr. Albright. Baby. Shout out to you, good sir. Jared was on one last night. The vibes were on a million. Shout out to Jared. Open 24. Saw him last night. Another beautiful day. TGIF. Keep pushing that PLP. You better believe it, baby. Shout out to you, Open. Hope you're having a solid start to the day. Shout out to Nick's Travel Vlogs, our guy Nicky Boy. Morning, y'all. How you doing? Hope you're having a solid start to the day, homeboy. Keep crushing it, whatever you're doing. Angel SD, shout out Mr. Pecuero. Great morning, super soldiers. Great morning to you, super soldier. Keep crushing it over there on the West Coast. We see you every single day. Scrappy Attitude, Sight for Sore Eyes. Shout out to that Naked Rhinos Coffee Club. Finally able to take a listen. For how long, who knows, but good to be in. It's good to have you back in, Scrappy. We appreciate you, brother. You're always an OG of the OGs. Mr. G. Lou, great morning, fellas. Great morning, Mr. G. Lou. Hope you're having a solid start to your day, sir. We got lots of things to talk about, lots of things to do, lots of things to get into here at DHMG. We're going to need your help, buddy guy, old pal. Who's to say, who's to know? And Mrs. G. Lou, we appreciate you. Brian Live Dog Livingston, GM, Diamond Handers. Great morning, Live Dog. Live Dog had some perspective for us last night. Boy, did he ever. Shout out, Live Doggy. We appreciate the hell out of you, brothers. Thanks for being a triple OG every single day. Who else we got out there, D's? Oh, speaking of triple OG, it's JK Big Time. GM, everybody. Crushed the day, he says, as per usual. That is all I'm thinking about. What's a vidya? Sounds high tech. Well, it's my form of video. It's a vidya. I'll be finding them vidyas out there.
That's me on a Saturday. I call it a vidget.
A vidget?
You know, like a video.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
On my only night off, Saturday night, I do hit the sticks too. I'm like,
I'm a vidget. Yeah, I got brain starts slime starts falling out of my face.
I've fallen asleep on the sticks before, bro.
Oh, the TV's watching me. I'm not watching the TV. You understand me? Like it's a fucking wrap, paper or plastic half the time. Who's to say? Who's to know? Great morning to the beautiful Bella Rossi, a.k.a. the beautiful Mama Snow. Great morning, Mama Snow. We see you. GM to Miss Gigi. GM fam. Great to see you in the chat. As always, we got both Gigi and Open in the chat. Great to see you too. Who else out there, D's? We got a little more perspective. 1,000% says Mrs. Metal. We just have to admit we don't know, so then we can determine where we need to learn to go to learn more and grow. Shout out, Mrs. Metal. Appreciate you and your perspective. Great deeds equals a great life. Mind blown, says Mama Cap. Hey, how about that for some perspective? JK Big Time. There's a reason why they say if you don't have anything nice to say, keep your mouth shut. Maybe so you don't get into the negativity. How you speak and think becomes your life. Woo! Shout out JK Big Time. G. Lou, don't live life as a passenger. Grab a passenger driver. Grab the wheel without fear and just go. I'm banging the corners every single day. Yes, sir. You better believe it. Shout out to you, G-Lou. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beans, tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time in the chat. We can't thank you enough for helping the third segment of the day go and flow. Thanks for all your perspectives shared out there all morning long. But my friends, it's time to wrap this bad boy up for the day. It's time to go start the weekend. And, well, before we get into that, just finish up this Friday morning. And the only way we can do that is by closing this show out the only way we know how. And we begin that process by checking back in with the co-host with the mo-host, DJ Swirl One. Any final thoughts, perspectives, comments, questions, reminders, anything in between for episode 649?
Reminder, tonight you could catch me live on GAC Spaces, on the X app. Pull that up at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll be going through our 0.05 ETH GAC pot tonight. Maybe we find a winner. Yeah, did you hear me? 0.05 ETH for having a grandpa? Yeah, there's no utility in that. Okay, whatever. We'll see you at the GAC Spaces. Also, I want to remind you there will be no DJ party. Yes, I'll be at the HQ, but all said DJ equipment is being torn down today. Everything, all of it, from producer to everything is being torn down when I get there. And I do have a hard out because I have to go catch a bus because I'm not driving myself up there. I'm actually catching a ride so that way I can drive something back up here, if you know what I mean. So you know how it is. I can't really miss that bus because if I don't want to keep that person waiting because, I got a trillion things to do today. You know what I got, though? I got an amazing list so I can keep it all in step and I know what's coming next. Do I know what this is all going or where it's going to end? I have no idea. I'm just moving forward. So this weekend, make a list. Check it twice. Check some things off. Understand things don't need to be on your list. Erase them off, my friends. It's been a great day. It's been a great week at Forge and Fuel. I want to thank everybody who's been in the chat, who's been in here live, or maybe in a recorded Apple, Spotify, Rumble, wherever you decide to see this. And I want to thank DZ, too, for all the amazing drops you had today. Killer job. Cap, I appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to go out and have an amazing day. Jump in this bus. It's not really a bus. It's another Camry, but I'm going to be the passenger side. And I'm going to head my way back down south so I can take care of some things this weekend and get myself ready to have a brand new 2025 for every one of you and myself too.
Shout out Swirl One. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. I was about to say, you about to take a damn Greyhound? Are you all right, dude? What? I mean,
no, I just got a friend who's here.
Right
a friend who's here, and I literally said, "Hey, you going back? Can I?" He's like, "Absolutely." I'm like, "All right, yes." So, but he ain't coming over here. I've got to Uber 45 minutes to him so that I can get down there. But hey, I'd rather pay 45 minutes for an Uber than to spend $400 on a plane ticket and all that stuff. And yeah, so
hey, things work out. All right. Well, I know times were tough, but I'm glad they're not that tough. You got to ride a Greyhound back all the way to St.
I would never. Let me tell you something. I would rent a car or do something.
I'd walk. I'd walk before I'd get on a fucking Greyhound bus. Let me just tell you that.
You realize how long it takes to get down there, even on a Greyhound? It's not 4 hours like you
7 years. I don't even know. It's going to be summer by the time you do. I mean,
real quick, time out. I just saw Jared. Yes, there's yoga tomorrow at 10 a.m. Saturday. I talked to Humble Warrior. She is in my text messages, and I literally said, "Do you think Saturday is okay?" I said, "Yes, Saturday is good. I appreciate you." So she will be here 10 a.m. on Saturday. There you go.
10 a.m. Saturday morning, GAC Yoga, live in the GAC Yoga channel in the Grandpa Ape Country Club Discord. Who's to say, who's to know? Pick you up a little GAC and maybe, or even a Mac, and you can go enjoy some yoga tomorrow morning. Start your day the right way over there with the GACs, baby. Shout out to you, Swirl One. We appreciate the hell out of you. Thanks for all your vibes. Thanks for all your perspectives, all your insights, everything all morning long. Have a fantastic weekend, a safe travels, and we'll see you back here in the chilly city after the weekend completes.
I'll be back Sunday.
Yeah, shout out to you, good sir. And then we got a brand new HQ too. Holy shit.
Oh, man, crazy.
Shout out to you.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Peace and love, Swirl One. All right, all you beautiful humming beans. Get you a couple more updates, reminders. You know what? TGIF, again, that is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Tomorrow's GAC Yoga, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. If you were not at last night's Gateway meeting, bi-weekly networking meeting for the Diamond Hand fam, you're saying, what the hell is the Gateway? What is this? This is literally our community hub, our resource center, and our platform to be able to provide perks and benefits to everyone who wants to be a full-time member of the Diamond Ham fam. It's a network. It's a family. It is a group of human beings unlike anything I've ever been a part of. And I'm lucky and blessed and highly favored enough to get the opportunity to lead it every single day. And last night we brought some things to the table. There is going to be some new things rolling out for members of the Diamond Ham fam. Some things will be adjusting as far as what it all looks like within the gateway and different things. But we are now kind of pivoting in a direction, as I've always said I plan to do. It just takes time to put some money back in the pockets of the Diamond Ham fam and really start to make some moves and allow others to make moves in their own lives. So looking forward to all the good things to come. If you haven't got in the gateway yet, start your 7-day free trial today. Become part of the Diamond Ham fam. See behind the scenes. Connect with us deeper. Start your journey of growth like you never thought it was possible today. If you're looking for those links for the gateway, or maybe Mine and Shine apparel, you want to rock yourself a little Forge and Fuel shirt, or maybe a sweatshirt. We got our winter collection still rocking and rolling. Or maybe you're a fan of Decoding the Divide. You can get you a little Red Pill shirt too. Whatever you might enjoy, you can find it in Mine and Shine apparel. And speaking of the links, you can find those links, whether it's Mine and Shine or the Gateway or our website or anything in between, right down there in this episode's description. And while you're hanging out in the description, if you haven't already, you might as well subscribe. Might as well turn on a notification bell. If you enjoyed this program here, might as well hit a like button. If you're on X, hit another heart, hit a repost, hit a quote post. Let the people know why you tuned in live in prime time this morning. Maybe share this show, Don't Be a Hoe, to somebody who could use it, don't you know? And while you're thinking about that, maybe you could give us a follow somewhere else, give us a rating or whatever it might be. Just honestly, smash the absolute shit out of whatever buttons are on your screen, because it only helps us continue to grow and flow and make this show bigger and better for each and every one of you. But for now, my friends, it's time to go officially start this Friday. Go share these vibes with the world and get this weekend kicked off. I humbly ask you, my friends, as we close the doorway of the week, that you would leave your trials and tribulations of this week at the doorway of the weekend and burst through into the hallway of the weekend chasing nothing but triumphs. Please don't use this weekend to escape the life you've been living. Try and use it to build the one you've been dreaming about for a change. And outside of that, I ask you also remember that number one, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse. What? Number two, even a dead fish can go with the flow. What? And number three, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group. What? I ask you keep in mind that DHMG, we don't only HOLD, what? We hold each other up. And right now, one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. All of our hearts. I know I can speak for the whole team around here. We appreciate the hell out of you guys for spending your time with us at Forge and Fuel this morning and every single morning you choose to. That investment is something that we are forever grateful for. And we'll continue to pay it back to you by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours, giving you that high quality ROI. Thanks for being super soldiers. Thanks for being the 1%. Thanks for setting the precedent that we want to see not only on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, but in this entire wide world. Thank you for being different. Thank you for being the change. And to you OGs of this amazing company and network, thanks for being the Diamond Ham fam. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here, same time, same place, Monday morning for the 650th episode of Forge and Fuel. Time flies when you're having fun. But for now, for our Mr. Producer, Derek, DZ Snow, DEEZYY, for the co-host with the mo-host, BJ, Swirl One, Sparks, Swirl One. And for yours truly, your hostess with the mostest, Colton, Capp Swirl. We can't thank you enough for stopping by, starting your day the right way here at episode 649 of Fortune Fuel, baby. We hope you have a fantabulous rest of your Friday, unless you have any other plans. But for now, my friends, we bid thee adieu, and we say unto you, peace and love.
Thank you.